5 seconds. Sir, I welcome this bill because it is the first attempt to create and provide further technical personnel so necessary in the country. It is very well laid down that this institute is the first in the chain or 4 high-grade technical institutions proposed to be started in the country to improve the tone of the engineering and technological education as well as to meet the present special needs of the industry which could not be achieved in the normal way. On these 2 special clauses, I would like to offer some remarks because first of all, we see that the tone of technical and engineering education is not at present what is desired or is necessary in the country. We should try to improve it, and I can assure you that we cannot improve it in 5 or 10 years. And this is the first attempt, and if all efforts are made to improve the tone, it will be in the large interest of the country. The special needs of the country are increasing, and the branches of engineering and technological education are multiplying every year in our country also. So the degrees and the courses will have to be multiplied. These are the 2 important points why our students are going in hundreds to foreign countries to acquire degrees in foreign universities, because the training imparted is not adequate for the purpose for which it is meant, namely to render service in the industry in which they wish to join later. Or I wish to say here that this institution should be sufficiently financed, and for want of finance it should not suffer in getting the best professors for training. Then the atmosphere that is to be created for imparting training is very important, because technological engineering education is quite different from academical and theoretical education which is at present given in universities. For that, especially I welcome this association of undergraduate studies, because if undergraduates study there, then it creates an atmosphere for those students follow it and pursue it to postgraduate studies and in fundamental research. That is very important. Still say that if it is followed in all the 4 high grade institutions, then it will be useful. We should not be shy of it, because we are woefully lacking if technical skill, and that skill has to be created. This cannot be created unless we have an atmosphere when students mix with each other in a fraternal way and discuss among themselves freely. It is not only by lecturer, by professors that they learn. It is also by the students getting together that they learn these things. As regards the suggestion for affiliating the institute with the Calcutta University, I don't endorse that suggestion. This is a different institution from the present universities and colleges, and the training that to be given in them is also different. I think theoretical training is now given, and we are lacking in technical training, and we should improve our tone considerably in that respect, and we should make that a model in our country. There may be coordination of this institute with the four others that we want to establish, but there should be affiliation with no other university. My third point is that the Education Ministry must make a census of how many students are going for technological and engineering degrees in foreign universities and why those students, after their fundamental research, after acquiring their PhD degrees from their universities, after acquiring distinction in their training, are not returning to this country to serve our industries where we so much require them. If the Education Ministry goes into this fact, they will find that there are about 300 students both in America and in Europe working in the factories after getting their PhD degrees, after acquiring the highest qualification in composition with other foreign students. Can we not get them into our country? They will serve our cause much better than their. Why are they denied this opportunity? Because we have no openings here. We should make efforts to bring them here. They have been working for 10 or 15 years in some factories in foreign countries, and we are permitting our factories and the public sector to draw upon IAS officer for management. IAS officers are good for working in administrative jobs, but for working in the factories, they are of no use. Therefore, import those 300 or 400 students who are residing in those foreign countries, who are working in those factories after acquiring their degrees in competition with foreign students, by even giving them their terms if necessary. I think the terms offered to the Indian Administrative Service or the Indian Police Service should be different from what should be offered to technical personnel. It should be so because if a man is properly trained, he can reduce the cost in the factory by 10%. A reduction of 10% in the cost of production will go a long way. If, for example, the original cost is about 1 crore of rupees, then this would mean a saving of 10 lakhs of rupees. This is done purely by their technical genius, and this genius has gone out of the country. This should be brought back, and they should be taken on their own terms if necessary. First of all, those engineers and other technicians who are working in foreign countries should be persuaded to come here. We are working under a system wherein we get only the IAS officers and not others. We should ask our ambassadors to make a list of such persons. They will be satisfied to work in India on a much lower salary. Even if you get a very highly qualified man from our factories, the Union Public Service Commission does not endorse his application.